Hold on a second. Oh, there. That's so weird. I immediately lagged. Okay, well that's great. Great start. Hello and welcome. Today is May 21st, 2026. Today is going to be a building day for us. I'm your host, Sholo Q. I'm a Sholo Eats Quaintly Reaper and Guide to the Underworld. And I can see already that the stream is lagging. Hopefully it's not lagging slightly over on your end, or at all, for that matter. But hey, we can only hope, right? So, yeah, my plan today is to start off a brand new build in Windrose. I honestly have no idea what I'm gonna build. I haven't really, how do I say this? I haven't really been too inspired lately, anything like super like specific. So it's been a little bit of a challenge just trying to figure out what exactly it is that I wish to build. All I know is that I want to build in this particular spot. So we're gonna see how this goes. I'm not really sure if there's anything in particular that I want to add to this build, or if there's anything that I am trying to particularly accomplish with this build. So it's gonna be a little random maybe. But yeah, I'm going to be definitely trying out some new stuff, experimenting a little bit with the build system. I am currently running a few mods so that I'm able to build without consumption of materials. And so I'm, you know, free building essentially, which is going to be awesome. But yeah, that's pretty much what I am up to right now. I also am going to bring back some awesome music for you all. I'm going to play some jazz music. Let me make sure my settings are not set so that there's too much. Is there any? Okay, yeah, music's already off. Cool. So with music already off, we're just going to put on some jazz. There we go. Kind of familiar, isn't it? Different game, same game at the same time, I guess you could say. Different game, same theme. I don't know. I have no idea what this is. Oh, it's one of the explosive barrels. I didn't even know you can place those. Hold on. Anyway, I also have a mod that kind of unlocks like every single thing you can build essentially. So there's that. I've seen a lot of builds where people build like piers and stuff. I don't think I want to necessarily go that route. But it's definitely an interesting idea. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with placing my bonfire, just figuring out where exactly I want it to be placed. I know I want it partially like not totally submerged, but like enough to, you know, be on land at a good distance, but also have a nice foothold within the water. And I think this is fine. I think like all the way out there is more than enough for what we need. I'm gonna have to find a way to hide that bonfire. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later. I might actually just leave it as a bonfire and then just like kind of build around it. Maybe that could be the starting point for this particular build. Anyway, hello Musikamusa, and hello You Read Your Cursed. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good old time. But yeah, we're gonna get started. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm really tempted to just add in a foundation area. I kind of want to build like a more wooden home. I've been building a lot of like concrete homes and stuff, so part of me kind of wants to build like a wooden home, but part of me kind of doesn't. I don't know, I'm on the fence. But maybe we can start with the bonfire and maybe try to build like a nice pit around it. I think that might be cool. So let me see if I can. There we go. We got 15-degree angles set up. Gotta make sure that everything is where it should be. I'd say this is good enough space. I don't know if this is going to work, but if the bonfire is not centered enough when I'm done with this, I'm just going to place it again but in the center. So worst case scenario, I have to iron out the kinks a little bit. This might be too big for a bonfire area. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm not entirely sure. I might go with something smaller, like I might go with like a lower piece here. It's tempting to like put something lower. The thing is, you're not gonna be able to sit on these, so I can already see this circle is off. Like this would have to be moved center here. I don't know if I'm liking this. I'm gonna reassess that option. Hello, Spidey. Oh no, not again. Oh my god, this time that was on me. I forgot to. I always tell myself I'm gonna link it, but it's like I literally have to go out of my way to link it. I'm sorry about that, guys. Oh my god, it's just getting worse and worse. I feel so bad. Hello, reaction reviewer. Sorry, hello, Xeno Deity. Hello, reaction reviewer. Hello, Tristan. Let's see. Hey, sorry to interrupt, but I was watching the V Rising vid. You think there will be any changes in their mind after the free weekend? The game looked hooked me. I love it so much. Like, what do you mean by that? Like, do you mean like if it's gonna go on sale again or something? Because like if you're asking if it'll go on sale again, my guess is that it's probably gonna go on sale again around Halloween. If I had to guess. I would keep an eye out for a whatchamacallit. Yeah, I would keep an eye out for a discount around Halloween. The game does go on sale from time to time. You just kind of have to look out for it. But I don't think they would do like a permanent free game per se. If that's your question. Hope I answered the question. I don't know. But that's just my guess. I mean, I wouldn't know for sure, but if I had to guess, that's what I would expect to happen, I guess. So there's that. Good question, though. All right, here we go. So for the beginnings of this, I think I'm going to try... You know, I kind of wish that there were like circles that were smaller inside here that were easier to see like as you get closer to the bonfire. Is the fact that it doesn't have like anything to like mark it is kind of odd now I think about it. So, oh well. Trying to get this in the right position. Right here, I think it's good. Right there. Right here. Yeah, I think we're just gonna make the bonfire kind of like the centerpiece here of the entrance, maybe. And we'll build around it. I think that's a good idea. What do you guys think? I know this is like really tedious, but I think it'll come out looking really nice once it's done. Maybe I'll put some benches or something inside, so that it kind of works better. And I know I definitely want to try out some more wooden pieces. So we'll see how that goes too. Yeah, circular build this. A circular build? Oh my god, that would be like so time consuming. I mean, I guess I could build something a little bit more round and circular, huh? Maybe like half circle buildings. That's not a terrible idea, even if I do use like stone for that. Oh man. What a disaster. So it doesn't meet perfectly here, which kind of sucks. I'm gonna try and space it in a way that it doesn't look terrible. I mean, you can tell if you're carefully looking at it, but I think the average person walking up on it isn't gonna notice it right away. Unfortunately, it's facing toward the water, but I think we can work with this. I think they could add guidelines. Yeah, like a grid system would be nice. I think that would be really helpful, actually. Circular build idea is not a terrible one. Let me think about what to put here. That's not gonna work, is it? Interesting. So I don't like how the chairs don't like show a frontal direction. So you're kind of like left guessing. There we go. This could work. You know, I have an idea. Maybe we can go with like a sticks and stones build, where like maybe a lot of the foundational pieces will be made out of like rock and stone, and then maybe we'll use like a lot of sticks and leaves and stuff to make everything like super stylized. And maybe we will do some circular building. Not a bad idea. I'm gonna assume that they spawn us the same way every time. Yeah, they do. So if I do this, I'm gonna have to turn it 90 degrees to the right. Let's see if this makes sense. Nope. This one is cutting it close. This is gonna be a challenge to get the chairs to look a certain way. I might just use regular chairs because it's gonna be too tedious to try and figure out what direction the chair is facing if it's a stool, which is a shame because that's the kind of thing you definitely want. But I think a sticks and stones approach isn't terrible. Actually, I think I will go with the 15-degree angle adjustments. I assume this is the front. Unless it's not. Oh, it's not. That's the front. Probably. Based on distance barriers. I think this is the front. Alright, let's see if I'm right. Yep. You can always tell by where it doesn't want to connect. And I kind of think that a lot of these chairs and stuff kind of need an indicator to let you know where you can and cannot, you know, do these things. So, because I hate this particular stone so much, I'm just gonna remove it. And I'm gonna remove 3 back here. And make it look like it was a planned thing. Like I planned this. That way you don't see the unevenness at all. Just completely eliminate the eyesore. But I do have an idea. I kind of want to do like a weird basket thing, like a basket hut thing maybe. This stick here, this weathered stick, interesting. I could work with the thin ones. This is more like a log. I think the log looks better, so we're gonna go with this. I'm gonna take this, pop it here. I'm gonna try and squeeze it a certain way. Make it look like it's being pushed in between the rocks, right? And then, of course, it's a little bit of a challenge to get it to not be a problem. So I think this is enough height so that, yeah, my head should never touch the top here, but I don't like this. So I think I'm gonna use a more angled... Was it the logs? No, I'm not using logs. It's the weathered beam. I'm gonna use a 45-degree angled beam here. And then at the top, we're going to make some kind of opening, probably. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kind of have it balanced on each side. Actually, you know what? I need to space this out more. So let's do that. Let's space it so that it's only 64 degrees. And we're gonna go with the log instead of the beam, or the timber beam. So we're gonna do 2 at a time. Squeeze it into the rock. 2, 3. Yeah, that looks pretty even, actually. And we're gonna do another one here. Maybe I should have just done it, just 2 in instead of 3. I think that this was a little extreme, actually. I don't know about this. Let's turn it. There we go. I think that's fine. And then we'll do it on this side. So 1 square over from the chair. We're gonna do the same thing on this side. 1 square over from the chair. All right. And then let's try to do like a kind of a wiring or something, maybe. I think something set at a 26-degree angle is kind of like sharp for a turn, but it might be okay. Nope. Bad angle. I'm gonna have to look at it carefully here. You want it to face the fire, even if it's imperfect. The question is, does it face this way? Or does it face this way? I'm gonna go with that way. And then I'm gonna do the opposite on the other side. I think that's it. Yep, looks even. This is gonna be interesting, I can already tell. I put this here. Come on. Come on, don't do this to me. Come on. Cool. Okay, so the only one that seems off is actually this one. This one's way too steep, actually. I should have been a little softer in my approach. There we go. Alright. And then at the top here, I can try and add something interesting, maybe. Like a, I don't know if a square would work, but we can try. Yeah, see how that's not quite right? We're just gonna do a double overlap on the sides here, because it's not quite touching. There we go. And then maybe I can try use a beam. Some kind of beam from here. And then we can try using another horizontal beam. Hold on. Let's see. Is this gonna be a dual arena? No. Heart of the cards lead the way, right? Definitely. So I'm gonna try and... Come on. Don't fight me, man. Don't fight me. Oh, not ideal. That's still kind of off. Let's see if I can get it to align a little better. There we go. Okay, I'm not really liking this on the edge here. I might have to come up with a better solution. Ooh, a little bit of a lag spike here. Not good. I think this is fine as is, and instead we'll just use a different angle. Let's try and go for a 26-degree angle and build a kind of cool visual thing, maybe? That's not it. It would have to face the log stick here. I don't like this, actually. It looks a little bit weird. Maybe it's time to add like a rooftop or something. Keep it looking interesting. Maybe that's what I need. Maybe like something like this. That's a little too weird. Let's try a different kind of roof piece. I don't really like this one too much for this particular thing. You can try and force it to face a certain way. That's not gonna work. It's too imperfect. Okay, let's try... Well, actually the reed roofs are cool. I could try that. There we go. Try to get this going. It's like taking all my brain cells to make sure this doesn't like mess up somehow. Watch it still like not fit right. Okay, it doesn't look terrible, but I don't love it. I think this is fine. Let's see. Let me read the chat real quick. Oh, a new build, and it's a circle. Is it a smoking shack? Yeah, we can smoke our meat here. That'll be the plan. Hi there, the Puerto Rican house was really good. I'm glad you liked it. Thank you. Hello, Akron, the Devourer, Eater of Worlds, Destroyer of the Universe. Welcome to the chat. Also, hello, Duck McDonald. Welcome. I think I'm gonna change out the pillars inside here. I feel like it's not quite looking right. Oh, did I delete something I shouldn't have? No, I'm good. It's a little wonky, actually. I don't like the way that these two roof tiles at the end just look odd. So let's try and fix that. It's a little better, actually. Okay. A little odd still, but we'll leave it alone. Boom. It's looking a lot better. A lot simpler, I'll give it that. We can try maybe hanging some decorations at the top there, make it look a little more interesting. Maybe something like... I don't know if we got seashells or something I can put. Alright, let's see how this does. Well, let me look at the portrait again. It's supposed to go this way. Is this gonna not... Yeah, it's unstable. Okay. That's not gonna work. We can try hanging these. These will look pretty cool. Maybe I'll put a few of them inside. Make it look a little bit more visually interesting. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, I'll think of more stuff to do with this later. I have to figure out the structure more. I feel like I'm kind of missing an opportunity here to do some interesting railing or something on the side there. Or like, because if I take this, right, and I like embed it into the ground like this, and then just like slowly like shift it, that might be cool. But the problem is that whenever you're using these and you're kind of twisting it slightly, it looks really weird. So I might not be able to do that. I could take a beam, maybe like a timber beam, and just like, I don't know, maybe create like a surrounding thing. Let's turn the snapping on for a moment. Let's turn it off. Take a look. I think I would be about this high. And then this could also cover up like the gap mistakes on the inside so no one will see it. And this will give me, like, this will help me sleep at night, okay? We going camping? I guess so. I think it still could go there, just continue building larger circles and have diagonal connection. Maybe. Maybe. Possibly. But yeah, this will kind of make it look a lot less weird on the inside. You know, it's just a simple trim, but it goes a long way, I think. Trying to make sure that it's like placed well. I'm gonna unsnap here, make sure it's aligned where I want it, and then re-snap. Place these on the side here. This is a cool little fire pit, actually. I like this idea. And then we'll put the beams. So we're gonna use these thicker beams here. I think would look really nice as a cover-up option. But we're gonna elevate them slightly so that they're still covering the corner entirely. So maybe something like that. Gotta make sure we're angling them correctly, covering up the corner just right. At the correct height, of course. We don't want to have it too low. Let's check the height difference. It's really close, but this one's shorter. Now that one's taller, god damn it. I overshot it. That's about right. Let's do this side. It's more important that the ones next to each other are at the correct height than it is the ones across, I would say. Maybe, but maybe it's just the copium setting in. Damn, that one's still taller. Let's try again. That's pretty close. I'll give it that. No one's gonna notice that. What are we doing? A gazebo? We're doing a little fire pit in the front. I'm gonna be building kind of around this circular fire pit and then just seeing what I come up with, essentially. But I think I'm gonna build like a nice big house behind it. But in order to achieve that, I also have to make sure that my foundation looks good. So let's try and go for a more wooden foundation, I think, this time. Snapping on. Okay, so this foundation wants to snap really high up there, but I don't want to do that. In fact, I think I'm going to use a... there's like a walkable thing. Here we go. We have walkable planks here. So oh man, I wish we had better angles for this. If it was like a lower angle, I could probably like, you know, urge it this way, but it's too much. Damn. Okay. That limits my options. Leave it to me to find limitations in building. You know, it's not like I haven't broken everything already, but we'll see. Let's see how far out I can go without busting into the, whoops. Without busting into the ground. It would be right there. That's really low. So I would probably have this branch out to about, let's see, we have like this much space. I think right here is a good spot to break it. And then we'll have a staircase elevating a little bit. Let's go with this one. Alright, let me make sure everything is looking good from the ocean before I think this is fine. A little sideways, I guess, but it's not, like, terrible. Oh, man, I just thought of something. I have an idea. I can take my floors... Actually... Yeah, we'll take this. We're gonna go with the foundation logs here. And this will be the height of our base foundation. Looks like we're gonna have some problems over here, potentially. I'm gonna remove this. I don't want to carve into the ground right now, so that'll be a tomorrow problem. There we go. But maybe we do want to do some sideways building stuff, so... Because the idea of doing like a little bit of circular building is interesting, so I think I'm gonna potentially do a little bit of that, but maybe not for the main... I don't know. I might adjust the the front of the building, but there's probably gonna be some minor changes from there. Make sure we're building correctly here. Okay, so just looking at the front here, I don't want a really wide entrance part. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3. Maybe these need to go. I went a little overboard, maybe. Make sure it's balanced. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We have a whole extra row here. That doesn't need to be. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the idea I had with railings, and we're gonna do something a little weird. Bear with me. See if I can get it to work. Make sure that the underneath looks good. And we're just gonna secure the whole bottom piece like this. Oh. We're gonna switch to 90-degree changes in the angles. I'm gonna try and get this bottom piece to work first. Good. Get this going. And then we're gonna get the back. Actually, I don't think... Well, yeah, I should get the back, actually. I want to be consistent here. Alright, so now we have the base structure of this thing, and it's elevated, so it's a little more interesting. And then let's try and make a... Let me look at the walls. Right panel? What the hell is this? Oh, I see. This is like a whole chunk of a panel. This one's a literal sticks and stones side here. I think we're gonna go with a more wooden look, though. I don't know if these logs would do it. I don't think so. I think I want something a little nicer for the inside, so we're gonna go with this. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna cover the whole thing. We're gonna make a huge box first, and then we'll start working on the main cabin, and then we'll do some circular building on the sides of this building. That way we have like a triangle of circles or something. I don't know, might look cool. I love building in this game. It's fun. Alright. So, the ceilings, right? This ceiling is a little low for my taste. I prefer to have like a 4 square tile up to ceiling. So I think we're gonna do that, actually. It just seems kind of cramped. And, you know, the higher your ceilings are, even on the first floor, the bigger the place seems. So even if I don't do like a crazy like design, it should be fine. All right, let's find a door that works well. Ooh, a large double door is cool, but it's huge. Oh my god. That's not a large door, that's a humongous door. Jesus. Maybe not such a large door. Maybe I should go with something smaller. And the thing is, it kind of wants to snap on one way or another, which is kind of my fault because I decided to go with like an uneven, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I went with uneven squares. So that's my punishment for doing such a crazy blasphemous thing, I guess. That's a mistake. I think what I'm gonna do is settle on like a nice single door instead. And that'll be the option, because I just don't want to be fighting with this thing later. That's not gonna work. This might work. I'm trying to remember which way the doorknob is supposed to be when you're inside. I think it's on the left when you're inside. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And then I'll put the walls up. Boom. And no one could ever tell. Except that one corner for some reason. What is this? It's like backwards. Let me look at it from the outside. Oh yeah, you can definitely tell. What the hell? Hold up. There we go. Much better. Alright, so now that that's settled, let's get some lighting in here just to make it easy to see the inside. There we go. And I guess we could start building a nice ceiling. You know, I feel like roofs are something I'm not particularly skilled at. Like, that's something that, like, I need to kind of practice, to be honest. That's not something I've had to design before, really. This straw front is kind of cool. Large roof corner. That's interesting. Oh, I see. It makes the corner kind of look a bit interesting on the side there. I don't think I'm gonna go for it though. I thought I saw another corner piece that looked kind of... Oh, it's this one, I think. Or not. I could have sworn I saw a much larger piece. Maybe it is this one. It is this one, huh? Okay, let's see what that looks like from outside. Okay, it's backwards. Well, shit. I don't know if I like that. I might have to remove the side here, actually. I don't really like how that looks. Let's try putting down some more flooring. We're gonna expand backwards. Oh man, I remember why I didn't do this now. Because I would have to flatten the ground. I don't want to mess with the height of the ground, per se. I'm stumped. It's okay. We'll figure it out. Let's try and go for maybe a different kind of wooden backing. Because if we make something kind of cozy looking, that could be cool. Like if I put like a fireplace here or something. I would have to remove this. I could put a... Oh, there's like a half round. Hold on. Right panel, left panel. Right panel planks. What does that even look like? What is this? What is this mess? Oh yeah, it's the mess I made. Alright, yeah, so I think something like that, maybe. And then we could put down a... Well, I haven't actually used the, in-game chimneys. I wonder what it looks like. Okay, so if I put down a fully made chimney, it just snaps right in. Oh man, that's nice. A little bit of stone, that's fine. I think a fireplace pipe here could be cool, but it needs to make sense. Oh! Okay, so that's not quite right, but if I can get it aligned... Wow, it actually works. I didn't expect that. Well, shit. That's interesting. I could also... What I like is that I can also remove, like, the individual pieces. So if I want to remove just that piece, I could take, Well, I guess it doesn't really make sense. We'll put this here. We'll let it rotate 15 degrees a couple times. That should be enough. Let's work on the second floor. I guess I do want a nice ceiling top. I think this is just gonna be one floor, the whole build. Like, I almost don't want to make like a second floor unless I'm doing like a lighthouse or something. Like, it seems odd. Or I could make like tunnels or something from the main building. Maybe that's what I need to do, make some tunnels. You know, I like that idea. I'll go in the center here, we'll take the centerpieces away. And then I'll build tunnels to like other elevated platforms, and maybe if I want to build on top I can. Let's try and change the ceiling a bit. So pillars and beams we're gonna be messing with. This is kind of a learning curve for me. Like I said, my ability to build ceilings and roofs it's a challenge. That's something that, like, eventually if I get really good at it, I might even make a guide, because it's just like that much of a pain. Let's put a couple beams here. One here, one there. Put some horizontal beams. Nope, wrong size. What is this that it doesn't want to snap on there? Like, what the fuck? That's so weird. Like, it doesn't snap onto the actual beam. Why? Like, you see how, like, it's off? Like, what the hell is this? I guess the beam would be on top then, huh? It'd be, like, right there. I guess we'll just do that. I'm not gonna fight with it. I don't feel like unsnapping and fighting. This just reminds me of Days building V Rising, right? Same, bro. It definitely gives me those vibes. I could try... That's too much. I'm just trying to think of, like, what the structure of the roof should even be. I think this is what I'm gonna do. we're just gonna build a little bit. And like I said, I'm not the most skilled at putting beams down, so you can judge my beams all you want, I guess. I'm getting a little bit of lag. Not good. Just trust the process. We still in the figuring things out that works and whatnot. Yeah. Same. Yep. I think I probably want to build something that is still gonna work here. Oh, I fucked up. I done goofed. There we go. It's taken all my brain cells to do this correctly. Like, literally, like, I have to think about everything. Like, if I'm not thinking about it, it's gonna look really weird. I want a really secure looking structure with really cool looking beams. So, the trade-off is, sanity. Or at least I'm gonna tell myself that as I huff all the copium in the world. Something's missing. Something looks weird. Oh no, no, actually. This is fine. Okay, so let me look from the outside. This is not going to be visible from the outside, but I think it's still worth looking at. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is put roof tiles from the front here. Thinking about using like straw maybe, because if the top is like green, I feel like it just kind of looks weird. Like, I don't know. Let me see. I put like a green looking roof. Might be a little odd. Maybe I need to do a different degree on the roof tiles, like maybe but then it kind of limits my choices. I can only really do this one. Okay, let's see what we get if we try to push these up here. Oh god. Oh, what a disaster. Oh no. Okay. W frame roof, yeah, right? Trying. Oh, you know what? I did forget something. I forgot the cross beams. You do need, we need the X's to connect so that they can, hold the whole structure in a way that looks solid and convincing. There we go. Now it looks like it'll hold. I hope. I cope. There we go. Alright, that looks a lot better. The problem now is going to be trying to close this up without the whole thing looking weird. Because I didn't put these frames on this side either. Like, I guess I could have put frames on this side and just kind of done that here. But I wasn't sure what I wanted to do for the roof. So I think almost I might have to, oh man, that looks awful. I might have to settle on this. Poke through the chimney. No one will know. I don't know if that's smart. Probably not. But hey, it still works, right? I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about this. because then it looks solid. It looks like it'll hold. It's convincing, you know? I don't know. I'm a little unsure of what to do about this. I have to think about this because, like I said, like this is the part that's gonna stump me. If there's gonna be a part, no front and back trusses. Yeah, like I'm thinking about adding them. I'm considering it. So if I added them, I would add them like here. But the problem is that it's just gonna be stuck. Like it's too repetitive. I would have to put it like in the wall. But that's not really a thing. I guess I could do it without the thing because it's a corner piece. So maybe I'll just put this here. We'll just start it on the corner. And we'll do... Whoops. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. And then maybe we could just keep it simple in the front. Not too crazy. I don't know. I didn't mean to do that. And then of course we're gonna want these beams to connect this way. And then that's just gonna, you know, test the integrity of the beam itself. Oh well. If it works, I guess. Like, this ceiling looks cool. I'm just not sure how I'm gonna, like, manage to cover it. So I might have to do a little bit of levitation to get a better look at the roof. We'll see. Let me get this other angle right. There we go. I guess we will go for the center X. Get that started. And then I guess I'll have to construct it here too, to make sure that it doesn't look weird. I kind of want to keep it simpler on this side, but I feel like it just doesn't make any sense to do that. Like that, and then we can use the beams, close the gaps. And you know what, I think I am going to use the beams like inside the chimney, because like it won't be visible from the outside, so maybe that'll be fine. And then we'll just connect it to the rest of the structure, and it'll just be those two. I think that's fair. That's a really elaborate inside here. I guess I could just add more to connect the sides here. That'd probably make a little bit more sense, huh? And it'll give me an opportunity to maybe latch on a few more roof pieces without too much trouble. I'm hoping. I'm coping. Yeah, I think this is enough. Alright. It's back. Oh, I didn't put stairs here. That's right. I forgot. I was going to make a tunnel. Hold on. We're going to put stairs here first. Let's do the same thing on this side. All right. There we go. I was trying to move my thing and I forgot the command. But we are floating, fam. We're floating. So from an aerial view, it's looking pretty good. Not too bad, not too shabby. Doesn't look quite right, but I'll take it. Let's put the other beams up. We do need some more structured beams, because I think if we just kind of flatten out the house, it'll look a little weird. Might have to use like a different kind of panel for the front or something, but I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna do that. Like maybe something like this in the front to like close it. Maybe I should use the larger ones. There we go. I forgot the, what was the command to go down again? It was... I can't remember. Hold on, I have to check. What was the command again? It was... Hold up. I don't remember. I guess we're just gonna be floating. I thought it was this one, but no, that's... I can lower if I... There we go. Right here. Perfect. Okay, let's get to the other side now. Might have to put some beams here actually to keep this from looking weird. Maybe thick ones. Let's get these corner pieces. Damn. Let's get the other sides first. Oh no! That's not what I wanted. There we go. Let's get the square piece in. Boom. And now you can't even tell. It's just structurally sound. I guess I didn't have to put in all those things on this side, but it's whatever. Alright, so a little higher should be good. Let's try and... I just want to get to the right height here. Right here. There we go. Let's try and put some roof pieces now. The only thing is that this area here is not quite like... It doesn't have like the beams to hold it, really? So maybe I need to put more down. So I'm thinking something like this. I think it looks somewhat structurally sound, right? Right? Would you live here? Would you trust this roof's integrity? I don't know. That's a question for me to ask and for no one to answer to, because I'll feel a little bad if you say no. But only a little bad. Only a tiny bit. Alright, I think that is not quite all the way there. Hold on, let me get this going. We're gonna continue it here, but I don't necessarily... Oh, okay, good. It's not gonna glitch into the thing. Oh god. Now I'm sneezing and coughing. Dear lord. Oh, something ain't right here. These two pillars are not, all the way up. That's weird. Why is it only that one? Okay. We're gonna connect it now. Perfect. And then we're gonna put this one down. And then we're gonna do the other side. Perfect. Oh, actually I'm missing a beam here. Gotta make sure that the structure is sound, otherwise it's just gonna be weird. Okay. And I think this is fair. I think this roof shape is fine. It's a little different, but I think it'll be fine. Let's try... Oh boy. I kind of want to use the straw ridges and see if this works. Damn, it's a little overboard. Let me just double check this. Yeah, that is correct actually. So I would have to put one over. And we're gonna remove this. And I think on the back here, we're gonna use a different piece. Maybe something like this. Oh, that's way too big. Oh man, what are we doing? What am I doing here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This might be bad, actually. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to give in and kind of cut the chimney a little bit. It can't be helped. We're gonna use the big ridge. There we go. Alright, now let's get the lower parts down. Did I use straw or reed? Straw. Okay. Now I can either start up high with the where the actual beams are, or I can do like a layered effect, and I kind of want to do like a layered effect, maybe. There we go. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna do it. You just make sure it is. Okay, see, this is why we check. I placed the first thing incorrectly. I should have started from the front like I did before. But I was trying to get around a potential problem. Let me double check. Okay, looking good. And we're just gonna have that extra piece stand out on its own. Maybe I'll have like a beam here, like a really thick beam to just hide it or something. I don't know. Like, that doesn't exactly make sense, but I just don't like the way that that looks. Maybe a thinner one. That's better. That's fine. You floating invisible foundation? No, not invisible foundation. I am floating though. Hello Mage Flame, welcome to the chat. How you doing? Also, oh my god, I just realized I didn't check redeems at all. Hold on. I don't know why I just remembered. Thank you for the head pat, Spidey. I missed that earlier. Thank you. Wow, I feel bad, man. I don't know how you guys put up with me. Like, I forget the redeems. I forget I'm doing what I'm doing. I just get absorbed in the building. And next thing you know, the stream is over. Like, Shalom has ascended. Yeah, right. Thank you for the hydrate. You read your curse. I am hydrating. Thank you for the stretch, Catchy Coach You. That was an hour ago. Oh, a big stretch. Thank you for the hydrate, Majin. Appreciate it. Thank you for the stretch. What did you do? When you become hyper-focused, you just lock in. Yeah, man, it's the ADHD. I can't help it. Thank you for the hydrate. You read your curse. And thank you for the stretch, Catchy Kochu. Yeah, it's kind of nice to do a building stream after so long, you know? It's been a while. Actually, I think the last time I did a building stream was when I was working on my last castle that I made in V Rising. But that was like the wedding venue castle, I think. That was back in February that came out, or that I finished it. So it's been a hot minute, but I think I've decided I'm just gonna take building in this game more seriously because I just want to build in this game. I like it. The system's really simple, super approachable. It's fun. It looks good. You know, I feel like I have options. And now that I found mods to help me with this process, it has definitely become a much easier thing to try and get into, which is awesome. I'm trying to make the roof do something here that it's not wanting to do. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can continue this right here. And then for the corners, we can go with something a little smaller, maybe? Trying to think if there's anything else. You know, I feel like this build is more for just like my own experimentation, just trying to see like the limits of the kinds of things I can build and how I can like implement them, right? But at the same time, I do want to have a nice looking house. Just because it's experimental doesn't mean it can't look nice, right? I'm gonna have to see how that roof piece affects the corner edge there, because if it's not... Actually, yeah, you know what? This might be a problem. If it's too low. I might have to go with some... Can I make a smaller one? How does that work? Oh my god. Can I make it smaller? Is there a way? Or do I have to like merge the edge or something? Like, is this gonna work? See, this sucks because this isn't even the right color. And this is supposed to be like the reed roof, I think. Oh, I would have to use this one, but that's a lot more obvious, huh? Yeah, that's a lot more obvious. I still want to have a uniform looking roof. I'm just gonna eat it. There's not much more I can sacrifice there. Alright, let's see what it looks like. Oh, I think that's perfect. That's a good length. Alright, we can work with this. Perfect. This inside part here looks really weird. So I'm gonna put some triangles maybe over it. I don't know, it kind of looks cool like from the outside, but like, do you really want to draft? I don't know. Like, I almost want to take like a middle piece here and just like fan it forward like this and just cover it, but I don't know, let's see. Is that gonna be weird? Oh yeah, that's so weird. Okay. Maybe I can try... Oh man. I could try the straw ridges in here maybe? Because I don't want to have like a cold inside looking place. That's actually not terrible. And I could just... Can I squeeze anything else up here? I don't know about that last piece. Maybe I'll just leave this alone. And then I'll close up the top with like a wall. I love the stairway to the sky, makes it magical and mystical. Oh, I have a plan for that, Mage Flame. You're not ready for the plan. Thank you for the head pat, by the way. Appreciate it. Alright, so I think I am gonna end up using a wall piece here because it just looks so weird. I just don't like it. So let's try... Oh man, is this even... I guess I have to use a really small one, huh? Alright, let's see if we can get the... There we go. We are good. Crisis averted. Alright, let's check the back. Convincing enough. I don't think it needs that much, of anything, really. Maybe we'll squish it in there. Alright. Looking good. Let's check it out from the sea, see what it looks like. Okay, it's a weird looking front piece of the house. I think I'm just gonna put decorations and stuff in the front to make it look less odd. Alright, let's descend. Come on. There we go. It's a weird build, but we'll make it work. Alright, so I have some ideas. Alright. I have some interesting ideas for this staircase. And it's gonna involve a lot of beams. So I think I'm gonna take... I don't know if I want to use the timber ones or the large timber. We're gonna use the thin ones, actually. Yeah, we're gonna use the thin ones. A little bit of lag. I think it's because I'm streaming. I don't know if it's like my internet or what. Actually, this would be connected to the other side of the building, whatever it is. So this would be an entrance to probably a platform that goes inside of possibly spiral staircase tower or something. Almost seem like wings of a flying house, right? I have an idea. So I'm gonna try and make this side kind of... actually, is this gonna work? Yes, it is. Okay. All right. So now that that's figured out, Gotta do the same thing on the other side, but I'm not gonna do that yet. I just want to make sure that my staircase looks exactly how I want it. Okay, so maybe I need to remove this, or maybe I'm just paranoid. Let me see. Let me walk forward. Hold on. Yeah, that was a paranoid choice to make. I'm gonna put it back. Actually, I'm gonna use this one instead, so that's like visually interesting. There we go. So we go through and boom. All right, so now for the hard part. Gonna have to get these beams to sit at the correct angle. We're gonna need a 26-degree beam. Large timber is too big. Way too big. Oh, that was a mistake. There we go. All right. Oh, that was still a mistake. There we go. And let's take our really small sticks. Actually, no. Can I do it without it? Let's see if the roof pieces will let me. Let's go with the straw roof ridge here. All right, let's see. No, I'm gonna have to use it. All right, good to know. So now I gotta get my next pillar beam set up. I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna put this here. And then we're gonna hold on. Can I raise myself, please? There we go. Sometimes the mod doesn't always work. It's kind of weird. Actually, I should have went with a 26-degree instead of 45. We're gonna go with a 26-degree beam. It's gonna be at the top here. And this is going to follow the path. And this will allow us to place more beams. I think having a sideways beam like this would be kind of neat, but that's not exactly what I had planned. I think something needs something that's gonna fit. $45 might work. You know, I don't hate this. I think this might work. We're gonna make a really cool looking tunnel leading up to the next house, essentially. And we're gonna put down some roof tiles. And I think in this case I'm gonna use the green leaves, maybe? Just to keep it visually interesting. Do I really want a style like that? I don't know. If I do like the two-step. Is this what I want? Maybe. It doesn't look as much like a tunnel if it's like that, though. Maybe these beams are not working. I could try... Oh boy. You know, maybe that was the right move. Maybe it does look better that way. I could just do, maybe like a smaller slither. So like, these are pretty flat. So I could do this. Do like a third. And then do like the underneath piece. And just keep doing that. Yeah, because then it looks like kind of interesting and it's like layered. But I don't want to use this particular kind of roof, maybe. Maybe something more green. I gotta think about it. This is a challenge. Or I could just be crazy and decide not to do that and just like keep it open with this and then just put lights. Like I could just hang lights inside and just make like a little pathway or something. That might be cool too. But I feel like it doesn't look as cool without a roof piece. Or I could turn it this way. Like I could just go full siding here. Yeah, like the, hold on. There we go. I guess I could just go into a layer like this and this would probably look a lot nicer. Yeah, I think this looks a lot nicer. Because if you look at the layering, it's so much thinner. And then when I go to put it on this piece... Oh, I didn't mean to put it so low. Gotta be careful with these heights, because it could mess it up. Boom. That looks cool. And then for each one, if we, you know what? Right here. We can take, I guess we can go with some lighting. I mean, like if I do like a tiny thing here. Oh, that's trippy. It's like slanted, but not really. Like, okay, I'm gonna have to like get in the tunnel and just look, because this is weird. Let me see. Oh, that's bizarre. Why are you flying? Because I'm using a mod. I'm using a mod to fly so I can see better. That's all. And I just noticed this is in here for some reason. But yeah, I can, I like the idea of putting these down, and you know what? Maybe a different style chandelier might not hurt, like something smaller like this. Because then it's like right above my head, but these are kind of like chunky, actually. I need something like higher, something that doesn't fall down as much. Like these are too big. This small one might be good. I see. It just looks weird like this, but if I turn it this way. All right, let's see what it looks like from the outside. That's interesting. Witchcraft! Release the spiders! What? Oh my god. Bruh. That's so mean. Why? Why would you do that? Why? Why me? That's so mean. You know, I kind of liked the ship wheel more. You know what? Let's add in a... I'm gonna put down a bed so we can make it daytime, just so it's like easier to see in here, because it just looks weird. Alright, let's let time pass. Sometimes it's okay to take a breather every once in a while. Alright, that might be better. So I can see like what the heck this is doing. I could also put something on the sides, maybe like a small candle or something, or I don't know if these sit. No, these don't sit on the side. These little candles are cute. I could try oh no, that's a handle. Oh, okay. Maybe something like this. See if I can snap it on. Yeah, maybe something like this. Just kind of leading up the staircase without being too overwhelming. I'll just put it up on one side. That could be cool. But am I bumping my head on it? Yeah, look, well, that's a problem. That's a problem. Can't be bumping your head on the lights. Oh man, now I gotta remove these. Hold up. We'll find a solution. I will make this work somehow. I just gotta figure out how. But once I figure it out, it's gonna be like amazing. I can just tell. I guess yeah, I guess the small helm chandelier is probably the best one. I could just put one in the very center here and just call it. Just be like, yep, that's it. That's the light. And it's cool because like your head doesn't hit it, but it's like, it looks like it's going to hit. So maybe I need to push it back a little. There we go. I like this the most. I think it's more simple. We'll do that. Cause why not? Cause I'm afraid of spiders. Why would I want that in my life? Terrifying. I could put a railing here if I wanted to. Kind of debating. Or I could do something like this with the mahogany. I think the mahogany looks a little nicer in this case. Now the hard part is getting this bottom area to not look crazy. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I think this will be fine, and then we'll just like straighten up a platform up here and do some circular building. I still gotta get this side looking good though. It's gonna take some beams. I don't think I'm ready for this side, but I'm kind of debating if I should... Oh, what the heck? I'm kind of debating if I should build this side first or if I should build the other side first. I don't know. Let's go back and take a better look. Because the thing is, so what I'm thinking is I'll make like a circular kind of building like on the side here, right? And I'll do the same thing on the other side. But then I was going to connect it with like a tunnel that's like parallel to the ground going this way onto like another building that's maybe like, I don't know, a fishing pier or something over here. And maybe the other side could be something similar, like a fishing spot. And I can have like vegetables and stuff growing on like behind that area in like a multi-layered thing. I don't know. There's a lot I can do here with the building, but I think it's a good start. It just looks a little odd in some places, so we need to fix that. I think we're gonna start with the large timber pillars first, and I'm just gonna make sure that the sides of the building are structurally sound, because this looks a bit odd, I think. Make sure that it looks good. And, you know, you can see like under the roof a little bit. I'm fine with it for the sides, I just don't like that in the front, so might have to do some other shenanigans here. I might change out these panels to match the ones that are on the front here, but I feel like it'd be kind of a boring thing. I don't know. We'll figure it out eventually. Hopefully. Alright, let's get a platform going. Oh, come on. Structure is unstable? What do you mean unstable? How dare you say it's oh, it's because it's a platform, not a... There we go. Yes, because this is totally stable. So this right here... Oh man, how am I gonna get it to... Oh man. Problems. What I'm trying to figure out... Oh, you know what? I have an idea. This could make it easier if I'm able to catch the sides here. Damn. It's problematic. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to get this without a problem. Because you can't really turn it without an issue. And it just... You see the difference in height? I hate that. Like, I don't want it to be like an obvious difference in height. And if I turn snapping off, it's just like, oh, what do I do? And I guess I could just... Oh, God. Disaster. Yeah, and it just doesn't want to go lower. Oh, man. Yeah, I guess there's no way to really do this without doing that, without somehow elevating it slightly. That's kind of like unfortunate, really. Damn. Okay. That's not great. I guess I could try... I could try stairs. Just curving stairs around. And then just doing like a full circle. Like a... Well, no, because then I have the same problem. You know, it's kind of cool, like, placing this here, though. Like, if I can squeeze it here on the side, or on the corner piece. Hold on. I don't want to place it... I had it in the right spot. I don't know why I moved it. Oh, man. Come on, man. Oh, oh. There we go. So, like, this will be, like, the guide for the inside, and this is fine. And I guess at the top here we could have like a tower, and this could be like leading into like some kind of room. I don't know. We building our way to the one piece? No, probably not. Probably not. I don't know what I'm building. All right, I'm just going with the flow. Oh man. Let's try... Oh, you know what? There's also this. But I don't think that's what I wanted. Damn. This is complicated. I guess I could just try and... Let's take the snapping on. Oh wait, I have the wrong piece again. This is rough. You know, I don't think I've ever built a circular structure like this before. So this is going to be a really interesting development. And she's buying a stairway to nowhere, yep. I don't know if this even makes sense. But we're going with it. The problem is I can't keep it flat, so... You know what I might need to do? I might need to, start on this side. Hold on. We'll start on this side. Getting the alignment right is really tough, actually. See how like that other side is not even the same kind of like structure? Like this one's a lot wider, whereas this one's a lot more like compact. I don't even know which one I like more. Like which is rounder, I don't know. I think I'll have them meet in the middle. Oh man. It's hard. It's hard. Thank you for the hydrate, Vladimir Duel. I appreciate it. Okay, so this is officially a disaster, I guess. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. You know what? It's probably good that I did, actually, because I need to get underneath here. There we go. Now we're going back down. Is this gonna work? I don't know. That looks terrible. I don't like if I look close enough, it just looks bad, honestly. Like, look how uneven that is. Wow. We're making a QAnon house. It's not a tornado house. I don't think this thing will withstand a tornado, to be completely honest with you. I just don't like this, whatever the hell this is. I think it's not only just a disaster, it's like a big disaster. Like if I go around the side here, like yeah, it meets in the middle, which I guess is all I could really ask for a build like this. It's a little uneven though. It looks a bit rickety. I think if I added railings, it'd be a lot less obvious. But about that, I don't know how I feel about this. Like, what we really need is more, like, I guess there are rounded sides. I guess I could have used this, huh? No, not really, because it's like round but not really round. Like, this isn't the right kind of round. So the other side is gonna be letter X, and I can see the vision now. Oh my god. XO for Sholo. Oh, I might have to break this and restart this on this side. I might have to start from the ground up and just figure something out, because it could also be that, like, if I were to make like a nice inner piece here that's like well constructed, maybe it's not gonna look totally like a disaster. Not sure. Not totally sure yet. I think I would probably use something like the stone wall and timber for this, just so it matches. But I'm a little unsure. Thank you for the stretch, Isekai dude, and thank you for the head pat. You read your curse, that's very kind of you. Oh man. Stretch. I think I've stumped myself here. Like, I think I like legitimately have to start over on this section. Like, I think I made such a mess that it's like, I don't even know what I'm doing now. I'm like, oh god, what have I done? I'm just like regretting all my life choices all at once. I'm not sure. Oh, you know, there is something I didn't try. Hold on, I have an idea. I have an idea. And maybe it's not a bright idea, but it is an idea. Let's try using... Let's try... something like this, but... Alright, how many squares is this? 1, 2... Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have an even number. And then I can try... Well, we want to make it 9. 1, 2... This is gonna be a huge structure if I do it like this, though. You know what? I might be onto something. To be. Oh, I'm getting tired, dear lord. Free building without specific inspiration is difficult. When I build, I usually draw inspiration from Ghibli movies. That's actually pretty commendable. I can see the web, guys. It's gonna happen. Oh my god. No webs. Anyway. I have an idea. It's not a smart idea, but it's an idea. Oh wait, that's not quite right. Oh, maybe it is. Hold on. Let's try this again. Okay. I think we're gonna settle on a non-circular structure because I just can't seem to get it right. But I do want to do something a little different. We're gonna have rounded corners as it's raining down on top of me. Okay, that's a hell of a lot better. That looks so much better. And I think I can work with this. This will still be a tower, but it'll be more of a rounded tower. And maybe I can put this rounded wall with clay is crazy. I don't even know if I want to put this on here, because look at the color of that. I mean, I guess I could put it here and then just like do that all the way up, so like maybe 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you know what, fuck it, we'll try it. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. All right, let's go back down. I'll figure it out, because this is like the only rounded piece. Like there's nothing else that really stands here, unfortunately. I feel like the weather in this game is a good indication of how the build is going. That's okay. I have an idea. I think I can figure something out that'll actually be pretty cool, but I just need to, you know, spend a little bit more time thinking about it, probably. So this lift going up here, I think that's gonna look nice. But I need to I don't know. I think the tunnel ending here is okay, but I'm gonna have to extend the rooftop to reach the side of the building. And then down here, I'm gonna need to like put something that like actually looks cool. I could put a garden underneath here. That way it still gets sunlight, but it's not like completely, you know, wrecked. But then it wouldn't get rain, so I don't know. Yeah, it is storming really hard. I'm gonna have to close the door, man. We got problems. I'm kidding. Well, okay, I kind of am not kidding, but mostly because the build is like doing all right, but I don't know, man. I think I am gonna just completely get this doorway looking a certain way. There we go. But yeah, like you said, without inspiration and stuff, I also have to add windows here. I haven't added any windows or anything, so it's kind of a rough situation, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. And then of course we'll go up here. Boom, we're second floor. Yeah, you know, maybe that's not a terrible idea. Maybe I'll put like some gardening beds or something in these like areas. Or maybe I can add the temptation to just add like railing as a design here is like non-zero. I'm gonna play it safe and we're gonna use beams, but we're gonna use cool looking beams. So I want these beams to engulf the sides here, make sure that it's stable, because what I'm about to add is gonna break the build if it is unstable. So let's do that. We'll worry about the roof later, not a big deal. All right, here we go. And then for the sides here, I guess you guys are gonna get a little bit of a sneak peek of what I had in mind. But I'm gonna turn it 90 degrees. Actually, this one has to go. This is gonna be a door that leads down to a pier over there. We're gonna work on that, but not yet. I don't know if that's what I want. Maybe I could go with a... Hold on, I'm debating. I'm debating a little bit here. What do you mean you can't build here? What do you mean? Build it! Damn it. Oh my god. It didn't let me do it. That's so weird. Okay. There we go. Now we have some netting. Maybe on the bottom instead of this. We'll use a different kind. Maybe something like this to match the theme a little better. Not sure how I'm feeling about that. This is the hatchery where the baby spiders are kept until hatching. Oh, Spidey, that is disgusting. I don't even want to think about that. The web style window are for practice when the spiderlings hatch. Ew. Ugh, Spidey. What the fuck? Bro, you're killing me. You're killing me, bro. You know what? I have an idea. We're gonna do something a little plainer, but it's for the sake of my sanity. We're just gonna do top and bottom with these. All right, and then on the sides, or the insides, I mean. Whoops. We'll do these. There we go. Oh, but it's not connected. Why is it not connected? Hold on. Looks odd. I need to work on this. I guess this is a smaller one, huh? I guess I could do something like this. No. I gotta think about my life choices here. Just a little bit. I think I am gonna settle on this. It's just weird that it's like... Hold on. What does it look like at the top? I have an idea. I'll do it later. I'll fix it later. Alright, we're already at the end of the stream, technically, with the timing, but I'm just gonna quickly dabble on these. I have an idea, though, to fix the oddities. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this really quick. I'll have the beams. Can we get a thinner beam? There we go. That way no one will ever know that it's not connected properly. No one will know. No one will be the wiser. See, it's a secret. Only you guys know this. This is why you gotta come to stream, so you know about the secrets. It's raining, but the sky seems clear. Are we the eye of the storm? You know, now that you mention, actually, technically the sky is pretty dark. Like, look at these clouds. Like, that does not look clear to me. That looks kind of dangerous. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Oh, I didn't mean to do this. There we go. So now we have decent looking door frames, decent webbing. I shouldn't say webbing. Oh my god, I fucked up. It's because Spidey kept saying the freaking hatchery shit. Now my brain can't unsee it. Ah, y'all are the worst. Anyway, let me know what you think about this, you know, build so far. It's a little odd, a little funny looking, right? A little bizarre even. Just kind of experimenting with fun stuff. But anyway, I have some good news for you guys. So next week there will be a new Windrose video, and that'll be coming out on Monday. That particular video is going to be... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That looks weird. That particular video is going to be showing some build ideas regarding railings and the unique use of railings, right? Kind of, you know, I guess you can see a little bit of a preview of like some of the ideas here, right? Like in this build. But that's what that video is going to be about. So just letting you guys know. That'll be out on Monday for everyone else, but if you're a YouTube member, it'll be out tomorrow or maybe later today, depending on when I go to bed. So there's that. What type of spiders are they gonna be? I don't want to know, Catchy Coach. So when are the spider eggs coming? Wow. Man, you guys like to torture me, man. I swear to God. It's like I can't go a single stream without like a reference to spiders. Like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna jump into the ocean and drown. I've had enough of this. It's over. Goodbye, cruel world, and all who inhabit it. I had my doubts earlier, but now I can see the vision. Oh my God. Yeah, so this is gonna be kind of a cool looking thing. So the idea is it's gonna go up like this, kind of go into a neat little tower. This is gonna be kind of like a sunroom slash, you know, growing area for plants, and then I'm gonna have like a staircase going down here and meeting a pier on the water, and it's gonna have a similar kind of staircase thing as this, and there's gonna be a nice little fishing area down there. So I think that's gonna be cool. And then on this side, I think I'm gonna do something similar. So it's gonna be a similar kind of build. Really interesting looking base, I guess you could say, but you know, it'd be like that sometimes. Gotta do what you can. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to mention. Oh yeah, so besides that video coming out, if you're a YouTube member, keep an eye out for a poll. I think I'm gonna put a poll out sometime, maybe today or tomorrow, just to figure out what YouTube members only video I should be recording this month. So yeah, keep an eye out. Also, hello Genebox, welcome to the chat. I bet you were probably here for a while, but I just saw you. I'm sorry. Let me make sure we don't have any stream streaks. Hold on. All right, so stream streaks for today. Oh, we do have some. Okay, so Avexia Gray has reached a 5 stream streak. Please give them a round of applause. And Vladimir Dulb has reached a 3 stream streak. Please give them a round of applause. That's awesome, guys. Great job. As far as, you know, my usual spiel, honestly, guys, I feel really tired, so I'm not gonna go too far into it. Y'all know what to do by now. If you are interested in, you know, helping out the channel in any kind of way, fiscally, you know, if you have Amazon Prime and you haven't used your monthly Prime sub, use it on the channel. There's also all the benefits of becoming a YouTube member. If you're not sure what they are, just click on the members tab or click on join and it'll tell you all the things you get. But yeah, keep an eye out for some Windrose tutorial videos. I'm basically gonna do an entire series, I think, of tutorial based like building content. So it'll be kind of similar to like my V-Rising building guides essentially, or like building ideas and things like that. So we're gonna start with railings, and that'll be the first one. I'm kind of debating what the second one should be, but I have an idea for that too. So yeah, next week I'm not okay, so there's a chance that next week I'm not gonna stream, and I say that because next week is a very hectic week for me. I have a lot of family things going on, and I'm trying to stay on top of it. So depending on how much work I get done over the weekend or how my week goes, I may or may not be streaming next week. But if I'm not streaming, I'll make sure to announce it as soon as possible. If I am streaming, I'll make sure to announce it like normal time that I usually do. So yeah, we'll see though. Hopefully everything just works out. Actually, yeah, I think so, because I think next week Paralives comes out, so of course I'm gonna be wanting to decorate in that game, but we'll see. All right. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and as always, Shallow out.